What is going on, everybody? It is Refle here, and I'm back with another Refle's anime reviews and discussions. And last time, what did I do last time? I believe it was Anti-Magic Academy, the 35th platoon, platoon, which is just an awful name again. And that was a pretty solid anime. But we're gonna be reviewing I think it's like the second oldest anime review because Dragon Ball is pretty much the oldest that I reviewed. But I'm pretty sure it was the second oldest anime that I've reviewed on my channel. And I will point out, I'll be honest, but I haven't watched. I didn't rewatch the show before doing this review, so I'm a little bit hazy on some of the things that happened because I watched this anime like 2 years ago. So we'll see how things go, but it's a pretty straight line like plot for the most part. But it is Trigun, and I really don't know why I just decided to start watching. I think I just wanted to like watch a classic, like late 1990s anime, and I didn't pick Cowboy Bebop for some reason. So I decided, oh, this like guy who shoots guns, that could be a cool anime to watch. And it was not like I expected, but I wouldn't say it was a bad thing. But Trigun is, let's see, it follows the main character who is called Vash the Stampede, who is basically an expert gunsman. Like, he is really, really good at using guns. I believe he has two that he uses. And he's a nice guy overall. And he doesn't really even seem like a dangerous person, because he honestly really isn't, unless you're a terrible person. He'll be a dangerous person. But Vash has a 60 billion double dollars right there. Double dollars bounty on his head, because he is responsible for the destruction of a city. But he has amnesia, so he doesn't really remember much from that, or why, or what happened there. But wherever he goes, destruction follows. And a lot of that's just due because other people follow him and destroy everything, and he deals with them, but they blame him for all the destruction. Vash he's a pretty interesting character because he doesn't want to kill at all. But he is a gunsman, or a marksman, gunsman. Is that how you say it? Like, I feel like gunsman isn't correct, but I also feel like that gunman. Yeah, gunman, not gunsman. Or is it gunman? I don't know. It's Gundam. It's Gundam Wing. I don't know. I'm just talking shit in my mouth right now. Okay, back on track. Yeah, he's an expert gunman. But he's actually classified as a legal localized disaster. He's not even a human, according to this wiki. But he's followed by two characters, Meryl Streep and Millie Thompson, who are from a insurance company, and they basically follow Vash because they need to evaluate the claims that he does when he destroys stuff. So they follow him and eventually befriend him. If I remember correctly, they like always are behind. Like, they never are really with him for the most part. They're always just right behind him. Or they always just running into each other. But yeah, they talk and discuss, and they meet each other throughout the anime, and they play an important part. And the other character he's actually one of my favorite anime characters, and I just think he's like a cool character. Like, it's just an interesting idea. He's just cool, and he has a weird name, Nicholas D. Wolfwood. He is also a really good gunman, and but he's also a priest. So just imagine like Spike from Cowboy Bebop with like his suit and everything, but with like, instead of all of Spike stuff, he's basically a priest. And he has a giant cross that he carries around, and it's wrapped in like cloth and everything. And in that cross is a bunch of guns and stuff like that. But yeah, he's a very interesting character, and he's like, I really like how, like, I really can't say more without spoiling anything. So he has an interesting storyline throughout the anime, and he has an interesting moment that I found surprising and also depressing. But that's all I'll say. But Wolfwood, again, is a very good gunman. And he joins Vash for a little bit. I think after the halfway point. But pretty much the story just goes with Vash going through town to town, trying to really get his memories back. And he's trying to meet with a person. And I don't want to say who it is, because I don't know if that's a spoiler, because I don't remember if they say it pretty early on. So I'm just going to say he's trying to meet with a person. But yeah, just basically how the anime goes, he goes to a new town, helps out some people there, and inevitably causes a lot of damage to the town because bounty hunters follow him and he has to deal with them. And later on, he has to deal with kind of elite bounty hunters sent after him. And it's just really cool how he deals with the situation without actually trying to kill all the people. But he runs away a lot, but he does sweet gun moves. He like just shoots stuff off walls and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, the anime, like, it is an older anime, so the animation isn't all that. It doesn't look as good as something now. And that's just how things go sometimes. But it is a and it I would say some of the dialogue is kind of like cheesy and like ugh. But it is the story does develop later on. Like, I found the last few episodes to be really interesting because it like evolves into something I wouldn't have expected, which is pretty cool. And the final fight is also pretty interesting and cool. Yeah, it's just I just find this to be a very solid anime, and I think some parts of it, like I said, haven't aged well. But I feel like if you don't mind looking back on anime, and you kind of like, I don't even know how to, like, basically a Western, for sure, it's because it's set on a desert planet. A Western drama, comedy, action, and an adventure. So an action adventure comedy drama, Western action adventure comedy drama. I think it's all I need. Slice of life romantic comedy. No, but it's like I would call it mostly a Western. So if you kind of like that, I think you would like this. If I had to give it a review or a score, I'd have 10. I'd probably give it a 8 out of 10. Now, before you get mad at me and blah 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 blah, the first time watching this anime was like 2 years ago. So, like I said, it has shown its age in my opinion. And I found just some of the dialogue and the action to be underwhelming compared to some newer stuff. And it's nothing against Trigun. It was created when it was created. But I'm basing this on a review right now and not when it first released, because I don't have any perspective on when it first released. But 8 out of 10 is still pretty good. And I think there's a lot to enjoy from this anime. It's 26 episodes, which is more than you typically see in this type of show. There is a movie which actually released in 2010, and I was meaning to watch that, and I never got around to it. But yeah, I feel like Vash is a pretty solid character. He's interesting, and there's some interesting plot lines and story development later on in the anime that's cool. And there's just some nice moments, and I think overall it's just enjoyable anime to just go and watch. Yeah, I liked checking it out for the first time a few years ago. So yeah, so I'll wrap up another review, and next time will be a romantic comedy for sure. I gotta get back to my roots. My roots are romantic comedies now. I probably do way more romantic comedies than I probably should. Actually, let me see how many I would consider to be romantic comedy. I'm trying to, change it up and not just do one type of genre, but I tend to like more happy-go-lucky kind of anime and shows and just stuff in general, because a lot of stuff in life is pretty depressing. And when I go to watch something, I want to have fun and not think about depressing stuff. I still watch dramas and all that, like Plastic Memories, which was just sad because it's good, but I tend to just like stuff that makes me happy and makes me laugh, and it doesn't pull my heart out of my chest and eat it. Yeah, pretty much most what I've done is romantic comedy or just comedy stuff, which that's fine by me. But anyways, Trigun, pretty good. Like I said, next time will probably be another romantic comedy. I'm gonna try to not do so many this year, but I can't promise anything. But thanks for watching, and hopefully I can check out a few other classic anime. I know I haven't gotten around to reviewing Cowboy Bebop at all. What else is there? What's it called? Death Note? Would that be considered a classic? Maybe. I guess it is technically a classic. Like, I need to get around to rewatching that because it's been a long time. I probably won't do any like really old stuff, like the older Gundam anime. Like, I tried watching one of those like a few years ago, and it's just like I just couldn't. Like, even then, I was just like, it's just too much. I just can't handle it. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I just went on a tangent, but never mind me. If you have any suggestions for anime to review, let me know in the comments below. Any thoughts about Trigun, let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you later.